Welcome back, boys. I'm here again with Nick today. We're doing some more work on the camp dog. Now, as you boys know, she's making over 400 horsepower now, and with the blown shockies, it drives like absolute dog crap. So today we've decided we're going to put some different shock absorbers in there. We could do the easy option and just go and put some bolt-in coilovers, which you can buy off the shelf. One, they're getting way too expensive, but two, this is the camp dog, and we need to improvise and get something else in there. We were just going to buy a standard set of shock absorbers and put those in there, but we've still got the problems with the squats. And Nick did a bit of a launch yesterday, went and did a bit of a squat. Rear squats, front lifts up, just breaks traction straight away.
So it's not standard height.
So
look at this. This is from the guard rubbing on the tyre.
Oh no, oh the back. Yeah, right. So the coilovers we have, they're out of an S13, hey?
Yeah, they're out of the 180 I've got.
Where'd you get them from?
I bought them secondhand years ago for my car, but I never used them.
So we know the tops are definitely not going to bolt in. The bolt pattern's going to be wrong, and also the bottom's wrong. So we've modified these. This part was too wide, so we've cut that down to 32 mil. We then made up these little adapters here to go from, I think it's about 19 millimeters down to 10, and that'll support the Starlet bolt. Slip those in there. In theory, that should bolt straight in and have max traction.
Yeah, just got to drill out a couple holes at the top.
Yep. Nick does have the front ones as well. We don't know what we're going to do yet, but if we can modify the rear, surely we can camp dog something together and get coilovers in the front as well. Yeah, it's going to be sick. So Nick's actually given this a bit of a birthday as well. He's bought some new tyres. We couldn't get the old size that he had.
It's a bit four-wheel drive spec.
Bit four-wheel drive spec. What have we got here?
175 or something?
175, 65, 14. And now we've got
215. Something.
215, 65, 14. So they are chunky as. He says, yeah, they're rubbing a little bit. Oh, is that on the guards as well? Wow. Look at that. So these are bottoming out as well.
Uh-oh.
All right. We need those coilovers.
Oh, that'd be from when I hit the brakes, because the front bends in and then it rubs these real bad. Yeah, look.
He's proud of it too.
Yeah, it's sick.
Oh God, all right.
I think this side's not as bad.
So he's given it a bit of a birthday. We put 2 new rear wheel bearings on this the other day because it had like an inch of play. But now they're brand new. Cool, all right. We'll whip these out and see if we can fit them up. Do you actually reckon them wheel bearings made a difference to drivability?
Oh, it changed the car completely, eh?
If anyone's thinking of cutting their springs, I've done it before. Peter's also done it before.
I've done it before as well.
You've had chopped springs as well?
Yeah, it was horrible. Literally, it made the car undrivable. Like, it was, and that's for my standards, it was bad, like.
Yeah, I remember telling Peter, don't do it, don't do it. He didn't want to buy coilovers.
I told him as well.
Yep. And then he's cut his springs and he's admitted that was a terrible idea. The car drives horrible. He actually lashed out now, got himself those, were they BC Racing?
Yeah, he spent a bit of money on them.
BC Racing, and now he's wrapped. Car drives really good. So we may have to re-drill the top holes, but what if we just took this top part off and swapped around the other side? That would make our life a whole lot easier.
We can, but we'd have to make a sleeve or something, because that's smaller than that. See what I mean?
So it won't fit in there.
Nah. You're better off re-drilling it, because you look, the S13s are 77.5 apart, which is a bit less than this actually, but
Not by much.
not by much. We just be able to drill 2 holes, 77.5 apart.
Plus the shaft too is a little bit different, so
Yeah, I think we're better off just re-drilling.
Yep.
It would take 2 seconds, just go boop, boop.
So the inside of these holes is exactly 79 mils, which is that. So I reckon if we just move this across here.
And just go directly on the, yeah. I mean, if you have to make it a bit bigger.
No, we're gonna ace this first go.
Yeah, I believe you.
Have I got this? Oh mate.
Yeah, just, it's alright, it's only my car, like.
Camp dog, camp dog. Camp dog. Oh!
Yeah.
Yes. So shockies were a little bit too long, so just adjusting them now.
Don't mind all the metal coming off them.
Oh.
No, we're gonna have to put that into a vise.
Alright.
Everyone's like, no, you're ruining them.
Well, where's the spanner gone? Oh no, we got it. He's got it.
Spanner? What spanner? I got it right here, bro. Because we are precision at doing suspension, we're just gonna set it by making it a little bit smaller, like shorter than the stock one, I guess.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, you reckon this increases the value of the car because it's got Sylvia parts in it?
I reckon. It's worth at least $100 now.
Yeah. Just worried the back of the car might be sitting like really high still.
Okay, go a little bit more
like
then.
how much do these compress? I can't remember with my hands. Like that. Doesn't really matter how much the back of the car sticks up, does it?
No. I reckon that's alright, an inch.
Hot enough.
Yeah.
Fix that.
Oh, that's right. Bolts on.
Yeah, it's in. Oh, I just didn't get rail going when we did the other one.
Yep. So we're halfway through the exercise and we've just realised one of the studs has snapped off. Nick said, I don't know, do something dodgy. I don't have any studs here. He suggested now we pull one of the studs out of the old one and put it into there. I think that's a great idea. So we'll get that off.
I like it.
Hammer. Oh, it's gonna work.
That's good as.
That's it.
Oh. I was expecting
Your eyes nearly peeled out of your head
They're
then.
going to be under tension, but they're not under any tension. That's funny. Well, that probably means there's going to be a bit of trouble in these then. If they're not under that much tension. What do you reckon?
Wait and see.
Yeah. I'm also thinking the only other thing is maybe
See this out.
because these springs are so thick compared to the stock ones, the Starlet's weight's not really going to be able to compress them much. Got a welder?
Oh no, I got an idea. There's not that much force on them, so I reckon if we peen the aluminium over a little bit.
This is some good shit. I like this. No way, eh? Good
Sweet.
enough. Good enough, eh?
That'll do.
We just won't do it up super tight. How's that? I like it. Just we'll make sure that they're the same amount of clicks on each side when we I think they're like a 32-way adjustment, these ones. We'll just do like what, 16 on each side?
On this top one?
Yeah.
Nah, that's just as hard as it goes.
You reckon?
Try it, start from there.
Yeah.
Oh, number two's in. Clearance looks all right, but I'm pretty impressed.
That was, like obviously the machining of the sleeve was probably a bit annoying, but everything else was pretty easy, eh?
So guys, don't get any ideas. I'm not saying that going by S13 coilovers they're going to bolt in. You do have to chop them up, modify them and make that sleeve. And drilling out your holes in your body is probably not ideal either.
But you could get a plate made for the top of them.
Yeah.
Like if you had to, right?
So we're all done. We've got the camp dog back on the ground. Go on, give us some love on the back.
She's tight.
Yeah. Is that height going to upset you? Do you want to lower it?
No, I don't really care now. Like, there's no point if the front suspension.
Oh, you know what?
It's probably better for it because it's probably going to angle towards the front a bit.
There wouldn't even be that much adjustment in them left to be able to go lower anyway.
You can, because you can tighten the spring more and then lower it more. But the more you do it, the harder and harder it's going to get.
Which that's rock solid at the moment.
You got to think though, there's no weight in the back of this car at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's all right. Like, once you're up sitting in it, and there's no point in lowering the back and keeping the front at stock height.
No.
So I think that's good. I think that's really good. Because it's going to keep some weight on the front as well.
Oh well, let's go for a rip. That
was the front tyres.
Oh, the front tyres scrubbing?
Yeah, when I hit the brakes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right. That actually felt like it hooked up a bit better.
It felt like it hooked up really good, yeah.
Wasn't just spinning as much as it used to.
Yeah, third would usually go straight to limiter. Remember?
Yeah. Oh, that was good.
That felt really good. Again, so. Send it. How's that?
Well, I'm actually mighty impressed.
That's worked really well.
All right, so we've done the Dodge. We've got the rear ones to work. Do you have front coilovers?
I might. I'll have a look.
Just jump on Gumtree, we'll find some.
Yeah, I think I got some. I've got plenty of S13 parts.
Because go, do a little jump on the front. Yeah, she's not happy.
No,
so
you can hear the shocks leaking too.
When we did that rip just then down the road, when he backed off, the tyres actually hit the top of the guards. That's what that noise was.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty good. We're happy with that. Anyway, got some more stuff on the blue car coming soon. GT still got the methanol video to come out. It's all happening.
It's gonna be sick.
We'll see you guys in the next one.